Welcome to Healthy Aging. Today we're going to talk about nutrition, and we're going to discuss the 5 most common nutritional deficiencies that seniors suffer from. Now you will find that 4 of these deficiencies may result in decreased cognitive abilities, so you'll definitely want to pay attention. The very first one we'll talk about is vitamin D. When we have a deficiency in vitamin D, it can result in weaker bones, which makes you more susceptible to fractures. It can also result in depressed immune system function, which makes you more susceptible to illnesses. It may also result in impaired cognitive ability. So where do we get our vitamin D? Believe it or not, your body actually manufactures vitamin D. All you need is about 15 minutes of sunshine a day. Now, with winter coming on, the sun is out less often. You can look to other sources for vitamin D. Egg yolks, for example, or your fortified products, fortified milk. If you're a vegan, you can find it in your fortified plant-based milks like almond milk or soy milk. So make sure you get your vitamin D. The second nutritional deficiency we'll talk about is calcium. Now, when you have a deficiency in calcium, it results in less dense bone, which makes you more susceptible to fractures. It can also have an effect on your cardiovascular health. So where do we get our calcium from? I think most of you know that calcium is certainly found in milk products. But what many of you probably don't know is it can also be found in dark leafy green vegetables like broccoli or kale or spinach. So make sure you check out those other sources of calcium. The third nutritional deficiency we'll talk about is vitamin B12. When you have a deficiency in vitamin B12, it can result in anemia. Now, what is anemia? Anemia means that we have a decreased supply of red blood cells. Now, red blood cells are important for your body because they carry oxygen. So if you have less red blood cells, it means you have less oxygen in your body, which is going to result in tiredness and fatigue. It may also result in reduced cognitive function. Now, where do we get our vitamin B12 from? Vitamin B12 is found in many meat products. If you're a vegan, you can find it in some fortified products like cereals. But most experts recommend that vegans actually take a vitamin B12 supplement to make sure you get sufficient amounts of vitamin B12 in your diet. The fourth nutritional deficiency we'll talk about is an iron deficiency. Now, when you have an iron deficiency, it also results in anemia, what we've just discussed, which means if you have a deficiency in iron, you're going to be tired, you're going to have more fatigue. So imagine a deficiency in iron and vitamin B12, then you're really having issues there. It can also result in impaired cognitive function. Now, where do you find iron at? Iron is found in many meat products. You can find it in beans and legumes and nuts. You can also find it in some dark green leafy vegetables. So make sure you get your iron and check out those sources for iron. The very last deficiency we'll talk about is omega-3 fatty acids. Now, this is an important one because studies have found that a decreased supply of omega-3 fatty acids has been linked to dementia and Alzheimer's. Your brain needs omega-3s. So where do you find omega-3 fatty acids? They're certainly very abundant in fish products. If you're a vegan, you can find it in flax seeds and chia seeds and walnuts. You definitely want to make sure you get your omega-3 fatty acids. Now, the next time you are at your doctor's office, ask your physician to conduct a nutritional panel. That will show you whether you're deficient in any of these nutrients. Now, if you are deficient in any of these nutrients, you may have to modify your diet or take supplements. Now, before you start taking supplements on your own, make sure you talk with your doctor first, especially if you're on medication, because you don't want these medications interacting with these supplements. All right? Now, if you want more information on nutrition for seniors, I have a whole chapter dedicated to nutrition in my book, Strength Training for Seniors Over 60. You'll find this book on Amazon. Just go into the Amazon search bar, type in the title, Strength Training for Seniors Over 60, type in my name, Gerald Coleman. The book will come right up. whole chapter dedicated to nutrition. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Listen, I'm sure you know somebody who needs to have this information. This information is very important. Nutrition is very important. Next week, we're going to resume talking about exercises and demonstrating exercises. So until then, may God bless you. And remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. We'll see you next week.